Man, your boy almost had a slip and fall. Oh man. Watch X Mobster break down what's happening. It's very informative. Yeah, I seen that Michael something. Uh, I probably won't have time to go through all that tonight, considering the fact that I think I'm 100% and I almost bust my you know what. So oh man, I woke up, watched TV for a little bit, and I said, "Yeah, I feel good enough to go live. Let me just use the bathroom first." Walk all the way to the bathroom, walk all the way back, like, oh God, I need to sit here for 20 minutes. Ooh, man, that hurt. Salute, salute. I ate some food for the first time a couple of hours ago. That shit messed up my stomach. So I said, okay, back to not eating no food. Let me go to crackers or something. Oh man. He start trolling again. I'm gonna give you what I got. D Thor Digital, what's up, bro? I just had knee surgery today for everybody who don't know. And it's been a windstorm of content while I'm up in the hospital all day. Then when I get out the hospital, I'm all hopped up on Mountain Dew. Well, the prescription pain medicine. Well, actually, I'm more so they hopped me up on the little whatever they gave me to put me to sleep, but I'm taking Tylenol right now. I don't want to get addicted to no prescription drugs, so I'm just gonna take regular Tylenol. Because god dang it, Trump is not a king, and they told us not to take Tylenol. Oh, that was pregnant women. But salute to y'all, all of y'all. Is Gil snitching? I don't know. Gil out here suing though. He's threatening to sue Sino, but not um, but not Rachel Nichols, which is kind of along the path of what he is as a scumbag, troll, whatever the hell he want to be this week. Gil is trolling the internet. Yeah, I'm gonna play the video. Sometimes when you are caught in that rat trap, the only thing you can do is make a joke out of it. And given his background, a lot of people think that he's joking all the time. But a lot of people that grew up in that background, they learn how to turn pain into a joke. That's how they get through it. So I know damn well. Are you walking? Yeah, I'm walking already, man. I walked up out of there. Yeah. Well, no, they wouldn't let me walk up out of there. They wheeled me to the truck. I'm fronting on that. They wheeled my ass up out of there. They said that was too long of a walk. Yeah, yeah. They said that was too long of a walk. I'm allergic to perk, but I think whatever they put me to sleep with, whatever the gas they gave me, I was still feeling the effects of it. Ooh, man. Kwame, when betting became legal, I remember someone said that it would eventually lead to players illegally betting. Oh yeah, oh yeah. You need some Percocet. I'm allergic to Percocet. Yeah, I'm allergic to Percocet, man. Man, I'll be in here scratching all night. Kill a weak weasel, Cuban pimp. Salute to you, Cortez V. Chan. Are you going? You going to react to Anton going in on Kenyon today? What would he have to go in on Kenyon about? What would he need? I just don't understand. Kenyon said, I don't like the fact. Well, I'm about to play it. And then I need to find what Anton said. Yeah, I don't know. Let me see. Let me see what Anton said. Anton, dang, what the hell wrong with my finger? Uh, I see a lot of people reacting to Kmart saying something. Uh, no, I don't see what Anton said back. Uh, unless it's on one of these reactions, people got up. Time to smoke. Yeah, I got to get up and smoke a little. Anton wasn't saying that in Kmart face. Anton disrespected Kmart this morning. Um, Anton Millionaire Morning Show. Anybody got a timestamp? I'll add that to what I played. Just it was on the Millionaire Morning Show. Just give me a timestamp on it, and I'm gonna play this Gil part because I don't think Kenyon was wrong. I don't understand. I think maybe Kenyon said the fat dude or something that might have made what you call it respond, but you got to understand something. You know, you speaking on these guys. I knew something was gonna happen. Speaking on these dudes in a way like that, and then I just didn't understand why Gilbert would allow someone to talk about the group of people that helped him grow what it is that he got. And the 50% that he has uh, came through, you know. Oh, wait a minute. Did I have that video? The 50% that he has, no, I don't have the video up. I got to get the video. Let me cue the video. I thought I was playing it. Oh, no, that's it. Because the video that he has, everything about Gilbert Arenas show. All right, I got everything up. The 50% that he owns, the 50% that he owns, Kenyon Martin helped him get. If Kenyon Martin didn't sit on that couch, if Swaggy P and all these guys didn't sit on that couch to help him acquire the 50% that he acquired, then he wouldn't have the 50% that he has. So to let Anton get up there and say, I believe you're the genius. I believe you're the smart guy. When the smart guy is admitting that I knew nothing about nothing. And he allowed Underdog to put together a cast that were good enough to become the number one show. This is not one person. This is a cast of men and women that excelled to the number one show. Now, we can debate about whether he would have gotten to the number one spot or not with or without Underdog. We all know it wouldn't have been that fast. And we all know he probably wouldn't even got to the number one spot, period, without an Underdog push. But with that cast, that group of people, mixed funny, mixed in with serious, they could have gotten to the number one spot. Now, the people that help you get to the number one spot, and this is what Gilbert ran into problems when he was a teammate, when he was a basketball player. He wants all the glory for everything. The guy literally got 1-4 flat up on his background with him and his wife talking. It's the weirdest shit I ever seen in my life. I never seen nothing like it. Like I literally used to think this was a selfish son bitch, but now it's like certified, confirmed. This is one of the selfish niggas you ever seen in your life. He don't like nobody. There's not one person that he genuinely likes. The problem is he competes with everybody he's around. He don't know how to not compete with his friends. And you said the 1548 mark. 1540 mark. Okay. He don't know how to not compete with his friends. He knows how to compete with everybody else around him. He'll diss Shannon Sharp's deal, talk about it to strangers, let people talk about his cast and say that, you're the guy. These guys are fucking idiots if it wasn't for you. And it was, no, wait, bro. I think they are a group of guys and girls. They helped me out. We the number one show because of all of us and not just because of me. That would be something that you would think a man that you sat across the couch from would understand and have the smarts to say. You would think a point guard, a leader of men, a man who got people in position to succeed and put on their best foot forward, you would think he would know how to share the wealth and not allow disrespect of his number one show. If you're going to hold up trophies and accolades of a show that other men and women help create, how dare you allow people to talk about your people like this? Gil just ended his live, bro. Gonna sue you. He has nothing to sue me for. So nice, cool story. It's great to keep my name up in the algorithm and say all this. But right now we're talking about somebody who allowed somebody to talk about the people that he say is his friend. He say is his cast members. He say got him to number one. But he's going to allow someone, after he openly admitted that he knew nothing about YouTube, you're going to allow somebody to diss your cast member. I think that shows a lot about who Gilbert Arenas is. I think Kenyon had every right to address him publicly because it happened publicly. You allowed someone without any interruption. And matter of fact, he agreed with Anton. He was up there eating it right on the. See, you can cause deception and a problem between Gil and anybody, because all you got to do is to come and do the age-old trick of praise him a little bit, and then goddamn, you stroke his ego, praise him a little bit, and he'll diss everybody. Like, yeah, because he really do honestly feel that everybody else is beneath him. He really do honestly feel that way. If he didn't, he wouldn't have subjected his people to that. Like, I just don't understand. So let's play this video real quick. And shout out to Self Talk. This is my original, well, parts of this is my original content, but I'm going to play it on Self Talk because he put together a compilation that has some of Gil's, some of mine, and it all flows together.
The Kenyon Martin clip.
Because honestly, from a business perspective, I looked at you as a genius. I'm like, oh shit, you really turning into a whole network.
Hey, come on now, stop lying.
No, seriously.
Now, I honestly thought Anton was trolling right here. But when he said no, seriously, I said, okay, let me see where he going with this. And look at Gil, he eating this shit up. Nigga, you know you ain't no genius. They've been giving you grades ever since you could hit a three-pointer. You know damn well they've been giving you grades. Allegedly, I think I snapped since you could hit a three-point shot. You know, allegedly, I think you told a story about you not even taking your own test to go to college. I think. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know this to be 100% true. But you know damn well. Come on, man. Most of you athletes, and it's sad that I get trapped up in that, but most athletes, especially football players, they get the grades done for them. They don't got to go to school. They don't got to do nothing but shoot. So allegedly, I think I snapped. You cap.
Honest to God truth. This on everything. On my father's grave, I said Gil is a genius he about to take on all of these other ESPNs and all of this other shit, and he don't need nobody to do it. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Like from a content creation perspective, how you built the brand, how you put your homies on and shit like that, I salute you. And again, I think that you're great. But then
I'll tell you what, let's put some clarity on it. Now that we know he don't own, but 50% Underdog put them other people on. But we got to give them a shout out too. Let's give Underdog a salute too.
Now here it go again. They're gonna call that hating, right? But see, I know Gil. You can't sit up here and let this shit eat you up, eat this shit up. And I knew this would trigger him. This is why everybody keeps saying we must see TV, because I don't look at him like everybody else look at him. So when Anton is saying all these great things about him and he eating all this shit up, I had to, put a little truth in the game. If Underdog is the one paying all these people, then let's give Underdog the props. I can call a marketing manager to set a play up, but I actually have to be worthy of a company wanting to deal with me. So the people who paid Kenyon, the people who paid BJ, the people who paid Swaggy, the people who paid the young lady and Rashard McCants, they thought they were worthy enough to be paid as an individual. They all have individual contracts. When you heard Gil say, hey, BJ, did you sign a 1-year deal? You signed a 2-year deal, right? He didn't even know the man's deal because it's his own individual deal with the real bosses. You don't listen to the nigga that you cool with over the motherfucker who pay you. How many of y'all, if your friends say, hey, take off work today, but you know you got a job and you know your boss gonna pay you, you gonna say, all right, friend, I'm gonna just take off work, twin. I'm gonna hang with you, twin. No, you're gonna say, nigga, I'm going to work. Are you crazy? I got bills to pay. If you a female, motherfucker might pay you for your time. But if you a man, you got to go to work. The person who pay you get you to take off work. The person who pay you get you to get up at 8 o'clock in the morning. Most of your friends can't get you to do that. So this is crazy. I don't know, unless somebody else got a different ideal of what a boss is, but the boss is who cut the check. They got several figurehead bosses. They got a lot of cokehead smacked out bosses, and I'm not talking about Gilbert Arenas. I'm giving an example. Now that I do business, I've been around cokehead smacked out bosses that don't even have a clue about their own business. They just got money, and they set the play up. They get everybody to work for them. They work a beat, and they just get paid. They get room to do more stuff, do more swimming and drugging and boating. Yeah. And I'm not talking about Gilbert. And I'm going to say that again. The person that I'm actually talking about is Caucasian. But it's sad that we love, as our community, we will uplift damn near anything because of the melanin of a person's skin. And then we got so many people who want to take claim over Gilbert. Gilbert is on video saying, I'm a Cuban man. Oh, no, he black. Listen, that ain't going to stop me from talking about him if you give him the identity of black. Who cares what color someone is? I'm following more of what Martin Luther King saying than you. But at the end of the day, no, this ain't what it's about. So I let Anton say what he said. And then watch, he's sitting back eating this shit up. Now I made a true statement. Underdog paying for something, so Underdog got to get some credit. Watch how he going Autobot meltdown. Focus strictly on me.
Here's my thing. Because I look at you as such a great businessman and as a great content creator, my expectation of you is higher. Because I don't look at you. I know you a contributor on the show, but I'm going to just be honest with you. I don't look at you in the same vein that I look at the rest of the niggas that's on the show. Because you the brand.
So when Anton said, I don't look at you as the same niggas as the other niggas on the show, immediately he's separating the room, and he did a hand gesture to put Gilbert above those other men. And what did Gilbert say? He didn't say no. He said,
Brain, right? You the brand, you the brain. Without you.
Hold on.
You. But I'm gonna just be honest with you. I don't look at you in the same vein that I look at the rest of the niggas that's on the show. Because you the brain, right? You the brain.
This is the brain. He don't look at them in the same vein. Now, Anton may not know that BJ is the one on the show that has the relationships with everybody that Gilbert don't have. And this is why Gil should have been speaking up for his cast, because just because you set up the play don't mean you could do it without them. Kenyon is the serious guy who people respect and people listen when he talk. You're the goofy dude, Gil, that's just going to say outlandish, wild stuff that people don't know if you being serious or not. They like Rashad because he's going to bring more of a balance to the stupid stuff you say. And Swaggy is the wild card. He's funny, unpredictable, and don't need a script. So to sit and pretend like your goofy, corny self is you like bland chicken. You like unseasoned meat and pasta, nigga. You bland. So to sit and listen to somebody talk about your show that other people helped you get to number one, and you don't object at all. You say, Look at you, Gil. You are agreeing with all of this. This ain't a good boss. This ain't a good leader. It explains your NBA career. I know you give yourself a pat on the back all about everything that I talk about, which selfish shit and you just scoring. I know you give yourself a lot of credit for that, but this explains a lot about the way your career went.
In the same vein that I look at the rest of the niggas that's on the show. Because you the brain, right? You the brain, you the brain. Without you, none of them other niggas exist.
Damn! He even nodded. You the brain, you the He nodded. And then Anton put extra on it as if this nigga God or something. Man, Kenyon and Swaggy. Kenyon Martin is the #1 draft pick. First of all, got drafted higher than Gil. I think he had a better career than Gil, if you want to be technical. And you got Brandon Jennings, who was cold, got injuries, took him out, was straight up a problem. Swaggy, wish he would have got drafted by somebody else, straight up problem. But to say that these guys wouldn't exist, and I guess he mean wouldn't exist in the YouTube space or the content creation space, but that's kind of funny because Gil didn't exist. So that's why I threw that in there. Gil, you wouldn't exist without me. Because it ain't like this show was there prior. He wants to tell the story as if I said something about him and then got 400-something thousand subscribers. I placated to this little dumbass story that he was talking about because I knew what he was doing. But Gil don't understand it. There's other people in this chat that got a timeline way better than his. Gil waited and tried to stay out the fluff. And I think by that time, I had one of the fastest growing channels. I had like 390-something, 406 subscribers when Mr. Arenas started talking trash to me. And then it went from there. He started playing with my channel, blaming his mama or somebody died and something in his family. So he started flagging. He starts bragging about flagging. Like, this all this boy been doing. Got the nerve to ask me about my channel, but I got videos in my phone of him bragging about a dude flagging the same channel that he asked me about. You don't believe me? Look at this.
Whatever. Hey, listen. Whoever that secret Asian is, man, who got his black ass. Hey, man, listen. The city of the YouTube streets owe you, right? I think we got reward money for you putting that savage behind bars. Hey, man, we need to get a hold of this man. We gonna say what his name is, man. Mr. Make You Rich. Oh yeah, we got a nice little gift for you for catching that savage. Say whatever. Hey, and listen.
So he's on his channel bragging about a dude flagging my page, but got the nerve talking about what you think your page been doing, bro. It's like, man, you the phoniest dude in the world. Phoniest dude in the world. The man is praising you for something that you're not even worthy of praise of. And I'm saying this based on facts and evidence, your character, what I know of you, and what you put out here to the world. There's no reason to come up with this conclusion because none of this makes any sense. We can talk about making money and getting the bag and signing a bad deal. I can sign your deal tomorrow. It's not like he tries to give this portrayal of he's this genius and nobody else can fuck with him. Gil, I did numbers that was so crazy. Just think about it, Gil. If they're willing to do that for you over a concept, what do you think they're willing to do for me with what they already saw? See, they can't unsee what they saw, Gil. They can't unsee 70, 80,000 people in the chat with an iPhone 8. They can't unsee the retention and how long people stay in my chat, Gil. They can't unsee those things. With no push, no numbers, what do you think happened if they give me the same push and open up the algorithm to their platforms like they did you, Gil? I'm talking about every show, 50, it'll be 60,000 people waiting in the chat, Gil. What do you think? You think they can unsee what they saw? You sold a concept that nobody knew what was going to happen, and you have to pay overhead that's out of this world. I showed that with no overhead, no push, put 60, 70,000 people in the chat. And I think that's what upsets you. You wanted to get a build out of a platform. You take my words and you take self-talk, editing those words, Mo Spears putting a beat to those words, and I didn't have to pay those guys a dime. They get paid on their own from their channel. And that crew couldn't be beat. Me, self-talk, and there was a few other guys, Mr. Fair Use, those guys was coming in making some edits. Couldn't none of y'all fuck with us. What did you come and do, Gil? You came in here and you turned everybody against everybody, like I said they would do. And you fought, and they fell for the trick. You start coming in here like a hurt hoe. Kwame's supposed to go do this for you. Kwame's supposed to get you a job. Kwame's supposed to do this. Kwame's supposed to do that. And you played big celebrity over little celebrity. That's what you played. That's the game you played. He mad about basketball, y'all. Look at how he mad at me. He mad at me. Well, every time we have a conversation, you call me a bitch or you yelling or you shouting. Don't seem like your little mad griff gonna hold up too much longer. And now you're so desperate that you say my name all the time on the show now. Oh, the gloves doesn't come off. You say my name all the time because you know, yeah, Jim's Eye View. The only time you do this spike in numbers is when your name is connected to Kwame. So you just like every other YouTuber that mentioned my name in a derogatory way. When views are down, bring up Kwame Brown. You started sending $500 to this person, $500 to that person, bragging about bounties on my channel, and then got the unmitigated gall to talk about what do you have? Oh, Negro, you know what I have. You know of all people what I have. I have everything you don't got, and that's what hurt your feelings. I'm everything that you not, and that's what hurt your feelings. Even though you got the show and you got all this stuff, you know it ain't real. You know deep down inside, you know. Why you think everybody keep mentioning to you Kwame? You know, even your boss is probably telling you, you sure you can't go over there and patch that thing up with that brown fella? That shit eating you to your core. And you're too stupid to apologize because you dealing with a man of principle and you keep coming at me like you come at them whores. You keep coming at me with the Mr. Ted DiBiase. Everybody got a price. But Gil, you got to understand something. There's an exception to every rule. And you fucking with that exception. All my life, I've been the exception. Just look at it, Gil. I know you might think in your little pea brain, I ain't nothing. But Gil, in that little pea brain of yours, you need to open up and look at the other side of what you're saying. The guy that you calling dumb, 1 of 8 that was on welfare that got the same 12, actually got more money than you back then, Gil. Got a $12 million deal as a teenager. You can't be dumb just doing that, Gil. I know you want to say I was 7 foot. I got drafted at 6'9". Nothing about what you think about me has ever been true, Gil. So I've been the guy that know how to make a way out of no way without turning around and bending over and giving up his bunkie, without placating to putting on dresses and purses and doing all the things that you guys do, without acting like I'm better than somebody by talking down on other people to make myself look better. I do regular, everyday, every man stuff. And I get paid doing it, boy. I get paid doing it, boy. I won't fall for the trick of having me feel like I'm some celebrity, so I shouldn't work. I'm listening to this dude, Kevin McHale, and although I'm not going to pick on the brother, but I do have questions. You go up in EBT line and you cover your face. Why? Nigga, I was going into the manor house as a teenager. I wasn't covering my face. Nigga, the tea was good. I'm walking up in this bitch. So what? Everybody around here broke. How you gonna feel offended and feel embarrassed by getting picked on by broke people? That don't even make no sense. So this celebrity thing done gave somebody this thought that they're above working, that they should be ashamed of their fellow men and women, that we can look up the Mason-Dixon line and see where people at. And you ain't got nothing to be ashamed about. I don't have pride that won't allow me to go work at McDonald's, go work somewhere. You too shame to go get a job, but you're not shame enough to walk into a line and cover your face and get EBT. I don't kick nobody while they down. I don't think, unless you was beefing with me and talking crazy when you thought it was a smart move. Because I see people saying, Chris Brown wrong, this and that. No, you don't know what Chris Brown went through with this fella. You don't know what Chris Brown went through by going through it with this fella. His slingshot too tight for him to apologize. Well, that's on him. But you don't know what Chris Brown had to endure, what type of disrespect he had to endure for somebody that he was helping. So no, don't try to cry now when somebody stopped talking to you. An old coach told me a long time ago, don't think it's a problem while I'm talking to you. Just know that your biggest problem gonna start when I stop talking to you. And that's what some people don't get. They do all that talking, get around celebrity. I ain't no do boy. I ain't no this. I ain't no that. You ain't gonna talk to me all kind of way, you motherfucker. Try to do all that bravado stuff, and it don't got nothing to do with that. You got to be useful in a room. What are you here for? What do you do? And if you are so cool about, or you so confident about that thing that you said you can do, then what the hell you arguing with me for? The one thing about me, you can call me a bus, but I didn't sit there and argue with teams. I took my bus ass elsewhere. While I'm valuable, I may not be valuable to you, but I'll be valuable somewhere else. And if you look at it like that, you shouldn't be spending no time arguing with no nigga or nobody. So I'm not arguing with Gil. He tried to make this a basketball argument. I'm not arguing with Gil. Gil, I know me, nigga. I don't argue with the bank. The bank ain't steal me. I ain't arguing with nobody that done did something wrong to me. You know why? Because I believe it's going to come right back on them. And when it's your turn, can you take it when it happens to you? Can you take when it's your bad spell? Or when it's your time and somebody set their eyes on you and fuck with the ebb and flow of your life? We'll see if you can handle it. And that's it. That's all you got to do. If you can handle it, when you go through the same trial and tribulation, then it's fair exchange, no robbery. But it's going to be a pound of flesh paid. You can't just do certain things to people that I've alleged that you've done and don't think things ain't going to happen to you. You got a felony charge right now as a rich professional athlete. You got a felony charge. So it is what it is. It is what it is. But the fact that your fellow men have to listen to somebody they don't even particularly know, but because you're so insecure as a man, because you missed that scream and attention of 05, 06 when people actually revered you for something, you got a taste of that, and you just turned your back on the people that help you get to number one. You are a fucking shame.
You the brain, right? You the brain. Without you, none of them other niggas exist in my mind. There's plenty of niggas that start a basketball podcast that ain't popping at all. That shit is trash. Let's just keep it 100. So
and without me, Gil don't exist.
So
yeah, let me knock him off that pedestal a little bit. He sit up there to my So let me bring you back to reality, nigga. Without me, you don't exist. If that's the case, if that's how greasy we finna talk to people, you would have never had that deal set up in position had you not said words to me. No, I did not say anything to you when I had 13,000 subscribers. I said something to All the Smoke podcast. Then you want to move the goalpost to who did you tag? I tagged every motherfucker that was on the show. And my initial response, see, this is what Gil do. He play word games because he know how to trick the little small minds. He knows some of you have small minds. So he played word game. Who did you tag? He moved it on to who did you tag? You was on the show. I tagged you. I tagged everybody that had something to do with that series, that segment. What did you do? What did you say? Oh, man. Oh, no, I ain't believing that. I tagged all you niggas at the same time. And if you wanted that smoke then, you would have got it. You know what you did? You waited till everybody else got battered and bruised. You waited till all of the smoke turned into no smoke. You waited so much so till your homeboy don't even talk to you till this day. You a weasel. You studied Matt Barnes. You studied Steven Jackson. And you stole some of their swag. You studied me and you stealing some of my swag. And then when your brethren needed you, you dipped on them. You waited until they got damn near dismantled. And then you come back and said, oh, you know what? I'll take the basketball route. What they keep saying to him is about basketball. That is the one key that makes people not listen to him. When we tell them about how bad he was at basketball. And the only thing that us losers we get is we invalidate people. So every time I'm speaking, you bring it back to a basketball conversation. So much to the point where you making me want to get a private investigator just to call Arn Tellum. And I got Arn Tellum number, but just to see if he filed with the SEC like he said he was when I told him about your agent tampering. Because that would be a long history of me making up a story. If Arn Tellum know about this, that'll be dated back a long time ago. I've been lying. So if Arn Tellum know, that'll be a lot of years of lying. If the SEC got a letter or a call that maybe your agent was agent tampering, flying and meeting me in Utah, and maybe I ain't the only player that he was doing this to. Maybe I ain't the only player that he propositioned that he was owning you while he was doing that. Maybe. I don't know. But I'm not talking about that. You keep trying to manipulate these people. When you brought up me having 1,300 subscribers, I responded to All the Smoke. I tagged everybody that sat on that stage. But what you leaving out is that you didn't say nothing to me. You said you didn't want no smoke. You told a story about me and my brothers tried to make us look like people that'll beat up the whole world. Remember that story, Gil? Oh, I don't want no smoke. I seen them niggas. Boy, they beat niggas' ass and oh boy, they hoo. And then when you saw Charleston White, when you saw Tammy, when you saw people start going at me, guess what you did? You joined in on the fray. So you didn't come at me by yourself. I told you, you weenie dogs hide in groups. So you set your soft self up there every day and talked against your teammate with a YouTuber and Tommy Sotomayor and some other dude that we won't even mention, that he's taking credit for starting your YouTube page. So don't sit up here and act like You some great orator or you some great YouTuber. No, you just a hating ass nigga that's been hating and taking down videos, and now you want to sway the narrative into something else. Well, it ain't nothing else because everybody on this side know what it is. Jealous hearted nigga. Straight up and down. The quintessential type of jealous hearted nigga. This is why so many shootings in the hood. A nigga that set eyes on somebody else rolling hard and they gotta hate to get some attention and call it trolling. And they call it trolling. So listen, let me bring this back full circle. The reason why Kenyon checked you is because you got no integrity and all you do is lie. You had people thinking you offered me half of Gil's Arena, so you brought in Underdog. That's the way you framed it. I tried to give Kwame half, so I brought in Underdog. Really? You really is a lame. I see why all your girls cheat on you now.
So here's the thing. It's like,
without me,
ain't popping at all. That shit is trash. Let's just keep it 100. So
and without me, Gil don't exist.
So here's the thing. It's like, no, man.
It's the other way around, Kwame.
That's what you said, Gil.
Wait, Antoine, let me check him real quick.
Now he wanted to check me real fast, but that's what he said. I created No Chill Gil for you, and it turned into Gil's Arena. So again, my statement wasn't ignoring you, Kwame. I can't be ignored. Did you see his face damn near jump off when he heard me say the truth?
Around, Kwame.
Did you hear his face?
It's like,
look at his face. The truth is like it's like a shot of castor oil to these niggas. The truth is like, I don't gotta talk much. I don't gotta talk long. I know for him to stay on the show that he don't want to hear me. He want to hear a glaze fest. Once he set up here, none of this conversation has nothing to do with the decision that he made. He'll sit quiet while he's up here listening to somebody say how great he is. Or he just want to talk and filibuster and lie. And I got tired of him filibustering and saying all this stuff that nobody knows. But this is the truth. I don't say things to hurt people's feelings. This is what he said. I created No Chill Gil for Kwame. No Chill Gil, I didn't know what it was going to be. It turned into Underdog or the Gil's Arena. So that's just true. Ma'am, why do you supposed to be a Christian and you get in my chat every day trying to start drama? You think I don't see what's going on? You think just because I allow people to stay on my platform and keep talking, Gil was ignoring me every time I was asking him a question. But don't you think serious people can see that? It's not my job to chastise somebody all the time, especially if they're a content creator. I let them go most of the time because people can see who they are. I know I see it. But ma'am, if you're going to be so judgmental, I think you might want to go back and read some scriptures. I think you might want to go read some scriptures about that judgmental stuff. I have Anton's number. I could have been on Anton's show like 2 years ago. But you up here playing Christian, but it's 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. What time is it? It's 2 o'clock in the morning, and you ain't reading no Bible verses. You ain't laying next to your husband. Why you ain't going to sleep so you could be a better woman to wake up and get him some breakfast? You in the chat trying to stir up what Anton did with me. So I reject all that you saying tonight. I realize you hiding behind that Bible you talk about. I ain't never seen a Christian woman that act like you at all. You up in the chat where we raising hell, always talking about some fake stuff. And then now you join in the fun talking about Kwame, he did this, he did that. Girl, stop. Go to bed and put the Bible on your chest.
No, man.
It's the other way around,
That's
Kwame.
what you said, Gil. That's what you said.
Wait, Antoine, let me check him real quick.
Okay, so that's what Anton Daniel said. And as you can see, he was pretty much saying that Gilbert Arenas is the brains and, everybody else is kind of like under Gilbert. So he didn't understand why Gilbert Arenas would sell 50% of his ownership to the Gil's Arena show, which is now called The Arena. So I guess Kenyon Martin caught wind of that clip, man, and he went off about it. And I would like to highlight what Kenyon Martin said. And before I do that, please hit that thumbs up button. That really does help support my YouTube channel, and I really do appreciate that.
The thing with the other day, what's his name? The chunky dude. When you was on there with Kwame the other day.
I almost got dang on fail coming back from the bathroom, so I had to sit down for an extra 20 minutes. But other than that, I'm cool. I just know I can't walk too long. That's what I learned. You can't walk too long. I'm not invincible. So shit, I thought as soon as I felt better, I wanted to jump up and go like every other stupid man. But just walking back from that bathroom, my stomach started hurting, head started hurting. I said, oh shit. I said, let me lay down and put my foot back up. They told me it was gonna take at least a day or so to get this medicine out my system. So hopefully tomorrow I feel better about walking. I appreciate you asking, Miss Spitfire. But let's get back to this joker right here with all this with
Kwame the other day.
Now listen, Kenyon already said my name, so we know who we talking about, right? This is how you could tell he's talking about you are a cripple. This is how you could tell that Gil is just clout chasing. Kenyon already addressed what's going on, where I was at, everything. You was on Kwame's show. Now watch Gil.
The chunky dude. When you was on there with Kwame the other day.
Nigga, pressed him.
Low? Low? Oh, I don't know his damn name, whatever he is. Yeah, like he just like y'all chatting and this, that, and the third, and we just kept straight, like on there calling niggas nobodies and shit like that, bro. Like, nah, like that.
Right then and there, he could have said, "Oh, I know who you talking about." He ain't had to mention my name. Lowe never called nobody. Said there was nobody. He ain't had to mention nobody's name. That's all I'm saying. He ain't had to call no. He acted like nobody's name. Now here we go. Let's keep going.
Ain't more than a nobody. He was praising you for being who you are, and in the same breath, gonna be like, yeah, when them other dudes on the shows and nobody, they be nobody without you. Nobody. I think I'm been somebody for a long time now.
Shout out Jesse J.
Not
Low.
Whoever that
what you said with Kwame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dude, I don't know his name, so obviously he's a nobody.
Sounds like nobody.
He's a nobody. So when we call praise, so I just wanted to be known that like we ain't.
He said, 54-year-old strong single Christian woman. That's because she be too tired in the daytime to go have coffee or something, because she up at 2 o'clock in the morning ministering to people in the chat. That's weird to me. Anton disrespected the hell out of Kmart's speech impediment. Oh, wow. I'm gonna go look at it. That's crazy.
I don't know his name, and I don't care to remember his name. But Anton, whatever he is, though he was on the live feed with him, Kwame the other day. He was praising Gil for for being who he is, creating the space, and Gil was explaining about the logistics of the business, this, that, and the third, and he went on to say like, yeah, without Gil, them dudes is nobodies without you. Like, no, dude.
Hey man.
Not him. right?
I ain't shit.
So like,
without you. There ain't
so like
no
nobody's
shit
like we didn't play in the league. And,
Yeah. Like Gil made us.
Hey, this is why Gil loves Swaggy. He done got Swaggy. But Swaggy's a jokester. But Gil loved that. Gil got schooled by those white dudes, never outshine the master, those ones that think like that. So he like when a man placate towards him like that. I ain't nothing without it. He like that. Kenyon standing on man business. Hold up, nigga. I've been who I am without no Gil. Like, don't do that. I can understand this.
Who we is, like
we some niggas.
Like we some niggas off the street that grew up with Gil. That, we carry Gil fucking bag and we.
Well, I am a nigga off the street. So
I got a job for you. Yeah, but we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do this.
Kenyon, shoot that goddamn free throw.
You know what I'm saying? Yo. That part, right? Like that part, right?
This is why you know this is a grown man talking to a kid. When you tell him what the issue is, instead of him getting serious for a second, it's more the same, more jokes. Shoot that goddamn free throw. That's how he really feel. You can't tell me no other different. The guy got 1-4 flat up on his guy. You think I'm playing? Let me go. I'm gonna go get the live that Sino played the other day. The guy got 1-4 flat up on the goddamn on. Maybe you guys don't know what 1-4 flat mean, but yeah, it ain't about nobody else but him.
We ain't just ain't gonna address people as nobody's when. Trust me, bro. Like I'm taking a high road in this because it's big.
Check your DM,
but that's all, dog.
I know Kenyon, that motherfucker like, wait, hold on.
Yeah,
I want to know who he is now.
Yeah, don't do that, bro. Like it's
the fat dude you always be on.
No. That's low. No. And on that note,
on that note,
thank you, Kenyon.
Okay, so that's Kenyon Martin going off on Anton Daniels. And like I said, he had to tell Gilbert as well, like, yo, I'm him. Like, we ain't on nobodies. And, that was pretty much Kenyon Martin's PSA to let Gilbert and everybody else know, like, don't get it messed up. Just because at one point the show was called Gil's Arena, don't think like we just some bums on this couch. Like, we not no bums on the street. Like, this is just Gilbert looking out for his homies and giving his homies a handout and can't make moves without Gilbert. That's why Kenyon Martin wanted to let that be known. Like, we not no scrubs on this couch, man. So yeah, man, that's the reason why he had to go off like that. And put
about it's a network, brother. It's a network. It's network buying 50%. What they're gonna buy 50% of theirs or buying 50% of mine? You think they're gonna sell you?
He's steady trying to explain this stupid shit. All y'all ride my coattail. I'm the triple OG of this YouTube game, nephews. Salute to you. Yeah, but this how this man do his homie. And this is why I can't work with no Gil. Nigga, you let a man say something like that and we help you build the #1 show, nigga. What? I can't rock with you. And them people know you be in the back office asking all them questions. They know you don't got no right to hire and fire. They know you don't. See, the difference is that you want people to see you as a boss, but they know you behind the scenes ain't no boss. You got these people off the YouTube streets, fool. They know you ain't no boss. They say, Gil, I don't want to be fired. Can you make sure we not get fired? Hey, hey, what do you want me to do? Shit, they gave you the money. The reality kick in then. Pranksters can't keep your job. All that goddamn snickering and kickering don't keep no job. And I done been nice with the dude. Hey, we both right. Your way work. It's going to get you paid. Ain't nothing wrong with getting paid. If that's what you want to do is just get paid, cool. My way works. I don't just want to get paid. I want it to be mine. I want what I say to go. So it's two things. I set the tone. Yes, I did. Salute from Australia, KB. Salute. That's a fake Kardashian account. Oh. Yeah, that account don't have the members. Okay. All right. But that's why, and that's a shame that a guy that helped build up the #1 show, this how he gonna talk to him. This how he gonna allow somebody to talk about somebody that helped him build the #1 show. You know, he gonna come in playing on this show, playing about snitching. He wants to sue Sino for snitching, right? But he walks into the set of his own set playing about snitching. So which one is it? If this is a serious thing to you, like I don't think Gil actually take things into account. If you seriously harmed about this, I know that wasn't your super chat now. If you seriously harmed by this, then why in the world would you placate towards this? People don't play about something they seriously harmed about. But he says, I just want to see Sino get sued. So the Cuban guy just want to make sure Sino gets sued. So he shows up like this, twisting inside the studio. Look at his knees come together. I can say as a man, my knees have never come together this close. I don't see the point of walking like this. My knees don't come together like this. Even in basketball, that's why I was a good defender. You keep them knees apart, shoulder length, slide your feet. His knees all together. He twerking and twisting, walking up in there. And, of course, he got to placate and give you some scenery. He gives you Kobe Bryant's jersey. Of course, we got to invoke Kobe Bryant when we coming in here playing and joking. Let's do it. Oh, look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Oh. Little Red Riding. He come in like, hey, he come in. He know his job. He come in just like Little Red Riding Hood, boy, just skipping. Little Red Riding Hood. Look at it. Got his mouth puckered up. What's up with this nigga and them duck lips? He got duck lips going and he's skipping in here. You duck lip nigga. Look at him. Duck lips. Look at this boy, man. What the hell is you doing with some duck lips? Skipping your ass on into this studio like this right here, boy. Who told you this would be funny? I believe you got a bunch of white producers that sit around and say, Gil, I know how it'll be funny. And you be laughing right with them. Yeah, how would it be funny? Gil, all you got to do is walk in, do your duck lip thing that Kwame talks about all the time. I'm telling you, dude, shit is fucking hilarious. Just do the duck lips and just skip. Make yourself look like a fucking mermaid and put on a Kirby jersey doing it. Come on, man. I told you he going to take that Bruce Jenner route to stay out of jail. I don't believe it's going to be a snitch route. He going to take that. This boy do too many things that I pick up on. He holding the bag like it's a purse. What man hold a bag in the front with his wrist like that? I swear to God, I done dated a lot of ladies, and that's how they carry their bag and their coffin. That's how they carry their bag and their coffin. They carry it real dainty. They carrying it real dainty. Mm-hmm. Look at him. Boy. Man, this is crazy. This little boy gonna skip me round. This little boy gonna twirl me round. This little boy gonna jump up and down, do that. What in the hell was this boy doing? What was he doing? Okay, since nobody can't tell me what he's doing, let me just ride it back and rewind it back. And let me just duck lips. He came in. I woke up like this, bitch. I woke up like this, bitch. I woke up like this, itch.
How y'all doing, baby?
Yeah, how y'all doing? And he's just like, itch. I'm not cursing YouTube. I say itch. I woke up like this, itch. He's just getting it. God, dog. Yeah, man. What do you know? What do you say and what do you know?
What's up, big dog? Info.
Info.
Oh, they say info on there.
Info? No. This is lunch.
Info.
Just got back.
You got a Big Mac in there?
See, I'm the sixth man. Hiding in the shadows. See, I'm the...
Notice who you don't see. Notice you don't see Kenyon. Do you notice you don't see Kenyon? You notice when he do the silly doofus stuff, he leave Kenyon out of there. When he go to twisting and ducking, lipping and all that, he leave Kenyon out of there. He leave him out of there, which is smart. But he leave Kenyon out of his stupidity because this boy is really not that smart. I'm just telling you right now, this kid is really not that smart. I call him kid because he's still a kid in the mind. He's old in age, but you'll have to hurt him because all he wants to do is play. You come to him with an issue, tell him what the issue is, he play. Kenyon wasn't playing on that couch when he said, hey, man, I'm a man. He just play. He just always want to play. Nigga ain't gonna play all the time.
I'm the sixth man. Hiding in the shadows. How y'all doing, man? What's it? This is my lunch, man. I ain't get to eat it over there, man. I was talking too much.
I got information on the new case.
What's that, a Danish?
Oh, yeah, got me a little Danish. Hey, man, look, I ain't gonna lie, they treat you good over there.
The first 48. That new, they give you coffee in it? Give you coffee in there?
He did all that for a Danish.
Right? No, I got Brother Joe.
Okay. With 2 pieces of shit.
No game around here.
My bad.
The show must go on. The Blazers wasn't going to win anyway. The last thing they needed was their coach.
We said 5 2 years ago.
Well, that's crazy.
We were saying 5 2 years ago.
They could have saved some money.
Ladies and gentlemen, blessed to have our freedom. Here at Gilbert Arenas, about underdog.
Info on the other side. Huh? It say info.
Information. Got a lot of information. Info.
Alas, this is Gilbert Arenas, about underdog. As I previously told you, I'm really a host, Josiah Johnson, joined as always by the legend Gilbert Arenas. Next to Gil, bringing his championship experience to the arena. NBA champion of the world, Swaggy P, Nick Young.
I like the other sound effects. When I don't want the.
Now look at the other one. There you go. Hey, Swag, I woke up this morning, did not know if you might be making that noise today. Blessed to see you here on the couch. Did not know. A lot of shit going on. Strange things afoot around Adam Silver's National Basketball Association. Right. But on this side of the couch, man, that goes by many names. Money Making Sonny, Championship Charles, but you know best as Cemetery Larry, NCAA champion of the world, Rashad McCants, back in the arena. Rashad, I know you watched the games last night.
I don't watch it. I don't know what's going on.
No.
I'm not privy to any of it.
I'm crying.
Nichols is foul.
What did Rachel Nichols do good?
She used my video and she actually wrote that I possibly snitched.
Oh, not Rachel.
Listen, I'm gonna troll with the best of them. But to ask that question,
no,
because then it makes me really want to, like, first of all, 2 of them niggas is gambling on NBA. One is throwing poker games and robbing his friends. Ain't got shit to do with me. I'm gonna tell on this nigga. Wow, I'm telling him. Like, you know what I mean? My case is all a whole bunch of Igors and Igors, right? And I don't like this. What's going on? I see the word mafia.
Yeah.
But the only faces I see is Negroes.
Yeah.
Not Crenshaw Mafia.
NBA.
Gil, that's technically not true, sir. You are absolutely categorically lying on these people. You are of Cuban descent. Don't try to be black now. Now, in Spanish, you're El Negro at best. But you can't try to determine black now. You talking about all you see is Negroes. No. You are not a part of this situation, Gil. But when you got arrested, you are Cuban descent. So no coming to be a black man now. You El Negro. You know a blacker man. You not a blacker man.
I mean, it's be like, wait a minute, hold on, man. Like, what's going on here? What the NBA do to y'all?
Brother polite. Brother, that's
brother knowledge. It's mafia, but it's just local. You've
been around brother knowledge.
You've been around brother knowledge. International crime bosses. Blacks. Right. Okay.
You need a face.
They don't got jumpers.
You need a face.
They don't got jumpers. None of them got color.
Everybody taking this color route. At times, is it a color thing? Yes. Gil, with you, it'll never be a color thing. You just dumb. You need to stop all of this stuff that you got yourself into, bro. It's YouTubers. Remember you putting it on YouTube. So for you, is specifically, we're not going to say that this is a conspiracy thing. Your charge, you haven't been charged with it yet, but we know when the feds come, they got something. So whatever something that feds got, Gil, you gave it to them. So let's not pretend like they're coming out of black man. Let's not pretend that everybody just out to get you. Boy, you've been stupid. And that's just what it is. Kwame is the authority on blackness. No, I'm not the authority on blackness, but I'm not the sensitive, weak black type that hear a man say that they're Cuban and then turn around and try to force them to be black. And then I'm not the type that's going to let you be black when it suits you. Gilbert Arenas has said over and over again, I'm not black, I'm Cuban. And I find it ironic that every time somebody get in trouble, they want to be black again. I've been black this whole time. I have to take the good with the bad of being black. I don't get the double dutch and jump back over when it get too hot outside and they sweeping and the police out there. Then I ain't black no more. I don't want to fit the description no more. I turn into something else. No. I've been black this whole time. But yeah, I don't let you come back and jump across the street. Stay over there. That's what you said you was. That's what you shall be. Okay? You're a Cuban man. Stop trying to say this is black so you can hide behind black folks and try to make this a black issue. No, this is a self-control, stupid issue. And if you want to be stupid, if you want to be millionaires that play thug at the same time, then they got somewhere for your millionaire ass.
I watch enough movies to know the last group you want to snitch on is the mafia. Right. Yeah. Adam Silver, you wasn't gonna open those arenas up as police stations. Listen, I watch Dateline. They still ain't found people since 1947.
When you seen the film?
I like my YouTuber career.
And we enjoyed it as well. Blessed to be employed by.
Now he want to laugh and say, I watched enough movies to know. So that's supposed to teach him not to snitch. When we can actually really see that this guy has no growing up that he did. We see snitches all the time that are on YouTube and they're known snitches. We got people that snitched on the mafia and that they're doing YouTube. We had a snitch in as a referee. Jay-Z allegedly got a snitch right next to him that's told on the mafia. So what is he saying? Like, what is he really saying? That like everybody who snitched just die? Is that the notion that he's trying to say when we know that's not true? Like, really, Gil? Come again. Try again, motherfucker. That's not going to work. I'm going to go over one of the guys' video that talked about Michael Francis or something that at one time informed on the mafia. He did a video about what's going on with the gambling in the NBA, genius. So you wouldn't even have to leave Gil's arena to be a snitch in today's age, buddy. You can stay right there on Gil's arena and tell on everybody if you wanted to. So I don't understand. Why would you say something that's so false? That's when it starts to make yourself sound guilty. When you try to say things that sway the narrative and throw people off, and it really don't throw people off because we can see that what you're saying is not true, then people go, this is not a serious person.
I think good folks over at Underdog. But we have some. What?
No, is Kwame still out? Because I swear I told him plenty of times.
Still in YouTube deal.
Like Georgia, like he's in your area. Just pull up. You're going to find something. Just pull up. You're going to find something. You're going to find him, his brother, one of them. Woo.
No, you still want a D-Lo shirt today.
Just pull up. Like Georgia, like he's in your area. is Kwame still out? Because I swore I told on him.
Employed by the good folks over at Underdog. Woo woo. But we have some. What?
Is Kwame still out? Because I swore I told on him.
He can't stop thinking about me. Is Kwame still out? Like, how does this have anything to do with Kwame? Now, this is the funniest thing in the world, asking about Kwame. He can't even help himself. He can't help himself. Is Kwame still out? Because I swore and I told on him a few times. Some people say this is trolling. This ain't trolling. This is keeping yourself in the algorithm. You better say my name, nigga.
Folks over at Underdog. Woo woo. But we have some. What?
No, is Kwame still out? Because I swore I told on him plenty of times.
Still,
like I know, like
still in YouTube deal.
Like Georgia, like he's in your area. Just pull up. You're gonna find something. Just pull up. You're gonna find something. You're gonna find him, his brother, one of them. Woo!
Nah, you still want a deal.
He got his hand on his hip. You put your hand up on your hip. When you dip, we dip. You put your hand up on my hip. You'll find something. Just go up there to Georgia. Woo! Nigga, I'll be everywhere, nigga. The hell you mean just go to Georgia? Just go to Georgia. You the only nigga that be stuck up in a house in California. You brought everything to your house because you scared to leave. Your wife right now is in Paris, and you don't even understand the freedom in that. Hell, I don't even think you can leave the country right now. You sit up in the house. You bring a bunch of dudes over to your house. You wanted to go to Low Light's house to go do a studio or a 24-hour stream. There's not a man alive I can think of wanting to stream at their house all night. That won't even come across my goddamn. That won't even come out my mouth. I don't understand that. What you mean we finna stream all night long? What the hell? I just think about Lil Riley from the Boondocks when you say something like that. But I'm not gonna say what he said. But I just think about Lil Riley from the Boondocks. This dude is so corny. And I don't know why Underdog built these studios. If this is going to be the overlay for his wife's stuff, where it doesn't even make sense what's going on here. It's basketball mixed with we said what we said. We said what we said is not even in lights and in color. He got a star there that's not even yellow, but he's the one giving out advice about thumbnails and all this stuff when he got his wife with these trash ass thumbnails with no money behind it. The fire is orange and not red. And he don't even have people that can make fire look the way it's supposed to look. With all this money he said he got, if Gil's Arena don't touch it, it looks cheap. It looks like something that somebody wrote down on a paper and said, take a picture of this. Boy, you a hater? This is my opinion. If you think this picture look well and this thumbnail look well, then you say it look well. But I'm giving the energy that I give out. I'm giving the energy that I get, that, you know, I'm giving the energy that was given to me. He's critiquing my page. He's critiquing me. So I'm critiquing him. What does we said what we said with Gil and Melly have anything to do with 1-4 flat? What does it have anything to do with swing, mother effer? Because that's something that MJ and Kobe used to say. They wanted, hey, doggy, swing it. They want the ball to him. So he mixed in basketball with his wife's show. We said what we said. 1-4 flat is a basketball play where you flatten out to the baseline. All the bigs and the shooters get flat so that there's no way to help from. They give Eddie Jordan all this credit for all the basketball plays that he created. And he did come up with some good plays, some dribble handoff where big men get to use their athleticism. Gil said, nope, best play in the game, 1-4 flat. The 5-man, the 4-man, the 3-man, and the 2-man, they space out, get flat. Shooters go to the corner. And the actual scorers go to the actual Shooters go to the corners, the bigs go to the dunkers. That way, Gil has space to break down his man, get to a shot, or get to the basket. 1-4 flat. This man has this up on his YouTube page. And you think you can get a selfish son bitch to think about his teammates, to think about the people that is helping him create a show? Y'all think it's a coincidence that Anton Daniels can get up here and say, I think you the brains, I think you this, I think you that, and Gil don't stop him one time and say, no, bro, I'm not going to do that to you. I'm not going to let you do that. I'm not going to let you talk about my people. You know, I'm cool with you, you cool with me, but I'm not going to let you talk about my people. That ain't cool. So this title says, all right, Chauncey Billups, FBI arrest, Shannon Sharp, Kenyon Martin, Stephen A. Smith. So you see. So let me hear the rest of it, because he said that Gilbert is the brain because he put the thing together. And Anton doesn't know that Sino has been giving Gil a lot. Majority of the advice that Gilbert Arenas, the changes that he made, the show started off terrible with the same messed up overlays, with the same messed up everything. And Sino has everything documented to where the information that he gave him. And so Antoine Daniels may not know this stuff. He's just looking at it from the outside looking in. He's a black dude. He got a show going. And I'm pretty sure Anton respect the money that he's making, because he make a lot of money. But far as selling his company, Anton agreed that he wouldn't do that. I think he understands the point. I think a lot of the conversations get cut off in translation because Gil wanted to argue with me instead of have a conversation with me. So I tried, for the most part, to let him have a conversation with Anton, but I'm not going to coddle his emotions. I'm not going to handle him with kid gloves. If he can't handle me speaking, then go somewhere else. That's why he can't stand talking to me by himself. He will only hit my panel if somebody else is coming up that he can argue with me. Like he came up here the other day just to argue with me. And then when we having a conversation, he don't want to have it. He want to argue with me. So Anton is giving him credit for being the genius that put the play together. But it's not hard to go to a picture show and say, hey, we're going to have 4 other NBA players join the cast. It's not hard to get that pitch because of who they are. And that's outside of Gilbert Arenas.
In the minds of the new generation. Because if you are not currently in the league, then most of the time, if you're not a Jordan, if you're not a LeBron, if you're not a Kobe, then most people, if you say their names, people are not going to pay attention to it because social media moves too fast. And as far as the new generation of people that's coming up that did not watch basketball like us, we would not know their names. Listen to what I'm telling you. This is a different game. There are so many people, former athletes in every single sport, that try to do what we do and they can't do what we do. You know why? Because they're no good at what we do. So if they don't have the infrastructure, if they don't have somebody that's coaching them, if they don't have the producers, if they don't have the people that set up the cameras, if they don't have people doing the thumbnails, if they don't have all of this other stuff around them, then if they can't leapfrog off of having a career on ESPN or something like that, or Fox Sports, even Skip Bayless himself, let's just be honest. Skip Bayless tried his own channel and nobody cares. You know why? Because Skip Bayless needs a partner another group of people in order for him to get his shit off. Now, that don't mean that Skip Bayless ain't get to the bag. It don't mean that Skip Bayless is not a legend. It don't mean that he don't do what he do. But let's be clear, in this new age of content creation and social media, nobody cares about what Skip Bayless has to say on his own platform. And there's plenty of people that create their own platform, and it is garbage. I don't care what their career was.
Well, Gilbert Arenas is one of those people, because when he uploads on his own platform, when he uploads on his own stuff, nobody watches him. You got to remember something, Antoine. He got 4 other NBA players and a woman on his channel. How can you compare that to his own? His own, no one watches. Do you not know he had way more channels than he only got this channel popping because of the information going back and forth with me. He has a 500,000 subscriber channel in the arena sphere, and no one goes over there and watches it. None of y'all go watch. Y'all might not even know it's there. Let me go back. And he can't say he don't upload on it. Sino just debunked that. He just uploaded on it. So we getting all caught up in the hoopla of saying that this guy is doing so much that he's not doing. He has that other channel he had 100 and some thousand subscribers, and he didn't even use that until they decided to use it. So what is he getting credit for? You're going to give somebody credit for leveraging the fact that they scored 60 on Kobe and that they were in the NBA? And that's what they're the brains for? Okay, well, then explain this.
Actually, let's show what he actually did, too. That's on the low, and he don't want y'all to know either. I'm going to show y'all this.
Explain this.
Expose it tonight. Now, see this?
This is battle mode. This is another channel he got that he don't upload. Well, he uploads on, and they play video games on. This is his own channel. People are not flooding this channel to go to this channel. So he's a part of everything that you're talking about.
It says Gil's Arena Battle Mode. That's the one he started, right? So let's go to Gil's Arena Battle Mode. 14,000 subs. He was trying to build it up with the 2K game. That's 7 hours ago, right? One-on-one with his son, everything. See, these channels y'all don't know about. Look, there you go. Now, you uploaded this 7 hours ago. You a busy little bee. You are one busy little bee.
And where is Gil's Arena at? I mean, where's Arena Sphere at? I think that's next. That's battle mode.
Check this out.
We got Arena Sphere next.
There's him playing this little video game. Right?
They don't look like they mix.
So this is really your page.
Look at the duck lips. There you go.
500.
Look at the duck lips. The boy keep the duck lips going. This channel got 500,000 subscribers. This channel he started channel last month. This channel wasn't started last month. This channel was started 500,000 subscribers. Posted on this channel just a week ago. Well, not even a week ago, a few days ago. Look.
100,000 subs.
It's ironic. He got a little above me. Watch this.
500,000. Mr. Big Time.
Mr. Big Stuff. Who do you think you are? Mr. Big Stuff. This is a big stuff. You keep talking about the gaming channel. See, this is what happened when people don't want to see the truth. Okay, that gaming channel was started last month. Cool, give you that. Now, what about this Arena Sphere channel that he got 500,000 subscribers on it? You want to come up with an excuse for that one? Or maybe you should go over there and start watching all his videos right now, so he can not have 63 views in 6 hours when he got Kobe on the thumbnail. So the only way he gonna get this channel popping is if he sell half of this channel too. So I'm not gonna give credit where credit is not due. Anybody can take the route, especially a former NBA player that already has a visual visibility and likeness. They all can grow a page to a certain point and sell it. They all can buy bots and sell a page. They all can start fake beefs. If that's going to be the new wave, I could tell Kobe Bryant, I could tell MJ stories, and let's just go to a network and I'll just tell them all day. If we got to start beef with our teammates and people that we played with to get clout off of them to start a page and we get credit for that, then I could do that. I mean, I could do that. Kenyon is swinging on Anton when he sees him, all because of you. Well, Anton is a grown man. Kenyon is a grown man. So I'm not even going to respond to that, what you talking about. That sounds stupid. But the truth of the matter is, we can try to shake it up. We can try to slice it, dice it in different ways. The reason why this man chose the route that he chose, because he didn't want nobody to see him come into the game lower than other YouTubers. That's why he keeps going back to, you had 1,300 subscribers. Gil, it don't matter if you're an NBA player. It don't matter whatever you are outside of the superstar players, which you were not. People are not just going to want to hear you. Just because you scored 60 on Kobe, you can't tell that story every day. So you went down to 3-minute videos, 4-minute videos, all that, because you know the retention span of people. They don't watch videos for that long. And you still can't get people to come watch. Now, instead of just buying bots, allegedly, you need to just pay people to come watch, because you pay for every damn thing else. Yeah. You pay for everything else. Now, everybody want to blame Kwame for everything. I didn't make Anton say what he said. Matter of fact, I said prior to him saying that, I said, hey, bro, I might have got you into a little problem, just being humble like I am. But I said, yo, take it with a grain of salt, because I know this Negro right here, he got a, I ain't going to say that phrase, but the nigga just jealous of me, man. And so money can't solve that jealousy issue. And anybody that think it could, they just don't understand jealous people. I don't have to say alleged when I say I think he's jealous of me. But either way it go, I didn't tell nobody to say what they said. They said what they said. And that's it. That's all. But let me hear what was said about Kenyon before I lay it down. He said the 15-minute mark, 15:40.
Somebody that's coaching them, if they don't have the producers, if they don't have the people that setting up the cameras, if they don't have people doing the thumbnails, if they don't have all of this other stuff around them, then if they can't leapfrog off of having a career on ESPN or something like that, or Fox Sports, even Skip Bayless himself, Skip Bayless, let's just be honest. Skip Bayless tried his own channel and nobody cares. You know why? Because Skip Bayless needs a partner, another group of people in order for him to get his shit off. Now, that don't mean that Skip Bayless ain't get to the bag. It don't mean that Skip Bayless is not a legend. It don't mean that he don't do what he do. But let's be clear, in this new age of content creation and social media, nobody cares about what Skip Bayless has to say on his own platform. And there's plenty of people that create their own platform, and it is garbage. I don't care what their career was when it came to them being in the NBA or being a sports writer. Very few people can branch out on their own and do their own thing. Now, Kenyon Martin took exception to what I said, and I understand it. I get it. I'm going to share with you what he took exception to. All right. So they did their live stream on Gilbert Arenas. All right. Yesterday, and it was a decent live stream. And it's funny. Kenyon had been pointing at this because I went back and watched a little bit before that, all that Jordan segment and everything. And Kenyon had been pointing at this for a while, right? He had been kind of hinting that this had been bothering him, and apparently he had been watching it. He watched the interaction between me, Gil, and Kwame and all of that stuff, right? And so this is Kenyon's take on the whole situation.
Business, man. Like the dude who y'all was on the thing with the other day, what's his name? The chunky dude. When you was on the Kwame the other day.
Nigga got pressed him.
Low? Low? Oh, I don't know his damn name, whatever he is. Yeah, like he just like y'all chatting and this, that, and the third, and we just kept straight, like on there calling niggas nobodies and shit like that, bro. Like, nah, like that ain't more than a nobody. He was praising you for being who you are, and in the same breath, gonna be like, yeah, when the other dudes on the shows and nobody, they be nobody without you. Nobody. I think I'm been somebody for a long time now.
Shout out Jesse Jackson.
Oh, not Low.
Whoever that
was what you said with Kwame.
Yeah. The dude, I don't know his name, so obviously he's a nobody.
Sounds like nobody.
He's a nobody. So when we call praise I need these niggas to say my name. Say my name, dog. I just wanted to be known that like who is it? I don't know his name, and I don't care to remember his name. But Anton. You know who I am. You know who I am. Say my name. Say my name. Say my name. So I'll try to play a little bit more, but that's pretty much the gist of it, right? So he was bothered by the fact that, which obviously, you know, they know who I am. And let me tell you the first thing that's so funny about this whole situation is when people try to act like they don't know who you are, or that you're not doing 100 million views in a month, and that you're not popping as usual and all of this other type of stuff. That's
all right. I'm confused now. I don't know why this. I don't give a fuck who know who I am and who don't know who I am. That ain't the gist of what's going on. I think Kenyon was pretty much wondering why he would be dissing somebody that ain't say nothing to him and don't know him. And so I think when somebody say, look, bro, I don't know you and you don't know me, that's more of a letting you know that we don't know each other to be speaking on each other like that. You know what I mean? So I don't know why the conversation is turning into that. And he said he understood why Kenyon would be upset a little bit, because why would Kenyon be okay with somebody talking like that does not know him? So, hey, I don't know. I'm just giving commentary on it. Hopefully they can work this out, but let's see what's actually said first.
So Cap, these dudes are so fake, right? They so fake. But let's get to Kenyon specifically. This is the honest to God truth. We praise him for his ability to be a basketball player. But he's nobody when it comes to this content creation game. If it wasn't for Gil, Kenyon would not be relevant. Nobody would be looking to talk to Kenyon Martin by himself. If Kenyon Martin started a podcast by himself, he would be absolutely garbage. And he in his feelings. He's in his feelings. We know him for being the Neanderthal on the court. We know him for being the rim runner. We know him for being the dude that's always angry, always threatening people, and always want to fight. That's what we know. But let's be honest. Like, nobody is checking for Kenyon Martin's take because everybody know that Kenyon Martin is crazy. Out here in the regular world, outside of his bubble that he lived in basketball, we call him Crazy Kenyon. We call him Crazy Kenyon. That's the honest to God truth. In the real world, we call him Crazy Kenyon because we all know that he got a screw loose. We know that he's almost 50 and he still want to fight everybody. We know that he's an angry person, right? And we also know that he's a Neanderthal honestly, and without Gil, nobody cares about what Kenyon thinks. He's a player number 2. This nigga's Luigi in real life.
Damn. I didn't know it went to all this. I mean, shit. Do they know each other for real? They got to know each other or something. I did not see this conversation going this route. I don't understand what's going on at this point. I don't understand why the conversation is going this route. Can anybody help me? Why is the conversation going this route? Anybody know? Any takers? Going once, going twice? Kwame always stirring the pot? I didn't stir the pot at all. I just dropped the link. What are y'all talking about? It's almost like this was in time want this conversation, want this type of smoke with Kenyon and maybe certain NBA players. But I don't get it. I don't understand this. I can understand when a man say, look, bro, I don't know you. I didn't say nothing to you. Why would you try to make me look a certain way to promote Gil? And plus, I just think Anton don't know the fact that Gil is not the person that he think he is. He did not put this play by himself. And if you see the text messages from Carcino, if you see all the Instagrams from Carcino, that's Gilbert's own words. I highly doubt someone would then say that they look at Gilbert as this intellectual and as this and that, because it's documented. Like at this point, it's documented. So I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. This is bad. Because this ain't the first time that Kenyon had to deal with somebody disrespecting him. I'm going to keep going, but let me play this some more.
He's Luigi, honestly. His whole life, which is great because everybody need a Pippen, everybody need a Kenyon, everybody need a Oakley, everybody need the angry enforcer. His whole life, he has never been able to do anything on his own. He's a player number 2 ass nigga. It just is what it is. Kenyon Martin, if he ever decided to create a platform on his own, no matter how much help he get, he is never doing numbers. He is never going to be big. He is never going to be popping. He'll never get 1 million subscribers ever to save his life. And I'm not saying anything that's crazy. I'm not saying anything personal about him, but in the old days, he would be known as what we call the court jester. The person with no brains, all brawn, strong as an ox. Strong as an ox. The slave masters would have got a premium for him. This is the truth. Just the truth. He would have been no leader of a movement. Nobody is looking to see what his take is. We would definitely get a premium for Kenyon. Absolutely.
So wait a minute. But you see Gil as the leader of a movement? I really don't understand this take now. So is Gil the leader of a movement? Because he just sold the company and just admitted he don't know nothing and want nothing to do with knowing nothing. So is that the leader? I don't know. I don't get it. Gil is always going to get the benefit of the doubt because people see the numbers and people think, oh, he's smart and I can work with him one day. And I think that's why Kenyon is getting the extra disrespect. This is just my opinion. And maybe I'll get the extra disrespect over my opinion, but I don't reply to people when they give me extra disrespect over an opinion because I know everybody has an opinion. I'm not going to be disrespectful, but at the end of the day, I just don't get why the nice complimentary things towards Gilbert, somebody who bring guns to a locker room, has shown nothing but irresponsible behavior. Kenyon hasn't shown all that. He didn't get thrown out the league for guns. Could he start a podcast? I don't know. I can't say what somebody can start and what they can't, but I just don't understand what all this is about, nor do I have to. Kenyon is a grown man. Kenyon will decide what he thinks about this and what he wants to do on his own.
%. Now don't let these niggas gas you up. They regular people just like everybody else. Don't let these niggas gas y'all up and think that they just this awesome in real life. These motherfuckers is retards. They are one. If you ask them anything outside of basketball, this nigga can't even put together a whole sentence. What makes you think that you'd be a great content creator?
Now, that is the second time Kenyon Martin has been disrespected over the way that he speaks. And I don't think Gilbert Arenas or anybody has ever done anything about it. There's people out there that Gilbert has brought to the situation, and they have disrespected the heck out of Kenyon. And let me play it because I can't get it up here on the computer for some reason. I don't know why. I have it on my phone. I can't reshare it. Dang it. Why is it highlighting these things? I don't want it to highlight this stuff. Do I want to just play it? Let's play it. Let's see. And I don't want to just play that one little clip over the phone. I want to be able to play it when y'all can see it, but it won't send it to my phone again. Oh, this way back to when one. Nope, that ain't it. Oh. Where is that damn video at? All right, that's taking too long. I'm gonna have to just play it. Yeah, I can't. I got the video, Sino. It just won't let me. It won't let me save it. It's not the full video, so it won't let me save it to drop it into that little back chat. Oh, let me see. I got another text for you. No, I can play it. It's just you didn't put the video up, so it's just a little clip. So it won't let me throw it in the StreamYard so I can play it. But let me play what somebody else said about. And this is the guy who works with actual with Underdog. Kenyon Martin is not wrong about what he's saying because he's taking a lot of abuse from people that's on the set. Watch this.
Just in playing there. Kenyon Martin is the only bright spot on the whole show. Kenyon Martin can't fucking talk straight. All that nigga. Let's just call it what it is. He can't even get a goddamn sentence out without that's the Dutter Man. So the Dutter Man can run the show.
So the Dutter Man can run the show. He said, off topic, rumor has it, Gil ratted out all those other folks in trouble with the feds in there as meat on the bone, on that bone. is there any meat on that bone? I don't know if he ratted on anybody. I don't know what he did to anybody. I don't know if he ratted on anybody. Not my business. We're just here to cover over the content, go over the content, and that's what we're gonna do. But let's keep going. I don't understand this take though. For somebody can't help how they speak. Somebody can't help how they was born. So we're gonna start picking on how people were born and all that. Then okay, I guess. But to give one credit and take down the other, especially when the other, with his history of self-sabotage, his history of doing what he do, and now all of a sudden he's a genius because he sold a company to somebody else, 50% of it, and he brought players along with him that underdog pays. Okay, that's genius then. That is genius. Let me get this dude out of my chat for saying that. We don't say other content creators' name, man. I'm gonna put you in a timeout. Don't do that, bro. You know better than that.
He can't put together a whole sentence without saying, and to be honest with you, we like Rashad better. We don't know why you was on the show on opening night. We don't know why you was on the show on opening day. We wanted Rashad, nigga. We didn't want to hear from you. We didn't want to hear from this nigga. I think that was the one fumble. Why wasn't Rashad on the show, and why did they have Kenyon? Why did they have Kenyon and why didn't they have Rashad? This motherfucker can't complete a thought. All he do is get angry and
Gil don't really like Rashad. So that's why they probably didn't have Rashad. Gil really doesn't like Rashad. But again, we're going to keep going over these takes because, again, I'm not trying to get in this. I don't know why this was said, but we're going to hear it some more.
Nobody give a fuck about what this nigga thinking. Nigga, you player number 3. We actually like several other people above you. You should be thanking Gil. You should be thanking Gil. You should get on your knees and make it right, my nigga. Y'all said he used to stutter. I bet you he did used to stutter. You should get on your knees and make it right, my nigga. If you wasn't born tall as fuck, you would definitely be the Neanderthal. Nigga, you would still just be a nigga in the hood. You would, my nigga. He did used to stutter. You should get on your knees and make it right, my nigga. If you were
Get on his knees with who and make what right? What does he mean by get on your knees? I just don't understand why he's talking like that. I don't get it. Tomorrow, if he's on live, I might go over there and ask him, why, wait a minute, why would you tell a man to get on his knees? What do you mean get on his knees and make it right? Like all of this because this man said he didn't appreciate you making it sound like he was nothing? Damn. That's a lot. That's a lot. I don't know what did Kenyon do to this man? I have no idea. Shit. That sounded way too personal just to be a man saying, hey man, the guy you was up there speaking with, I don't know dude, I don't want to know dude. And he did say, to be unbiased, he did say the little fat dude, but damn. Make it right. I'm not getting involved. This is just me giving my two. If somebody put me in this because I said, damn, I don't understand why somebody said that. If they put me in it, that means they wanted me in it in the first place. That means a person that was just waiting to say something to me. And that's cool. There's a lot of people that's waiting to say something to me. There's a lot of people judging the right now and waiting to say something to me. They are. But those same people that are saying something to me now, they better be able to say something to me later. If they're gonna if it's all about money and people gonna make it about money, which I don't get into all that because it's all everybody I've been around had more money than me. I've been around MJ, a billionaire, so I know that really don't mean nothing. So the money conversation ain't gonna really bother me. Ain't really nothing nobody gonna say gonna really bother me because I'm a man of my own. So hey, it is what it is. But I just hope that those two can fix this conversation because Anton is from Detroit, and Detroit cats are more serious cats. And if he's talking like this, he probably is serious. Detroit cats don't play. I got a lot of love for Detroit. I got some homies from Pontiac. I got people in Detroit that I fuck with. I got a nephew to live in Lansing. I know Detroit is a serious place. The people that I rock with, they from some of the worst parts of town in Detroit. So I know about Detroit. And one thing about Detroit, they typically don't just disrespect people out of the blue for no reason. You know, they typically disrespect people and fuck you up if you disrespect them. But we get mad about all the scamming and accusations and situations he's been in over the years, shaking my head. I don't know. What's up, bro? But yeah, Detroit is more of it's a different place. It's usually different. So I don't understand this conversation. I was actually about to get some property in Detroit a couple years back with my friend. They had houses and shit going in Detroit a couple years back for like $2, $10. You know, before they put in all this boom of economy, if anybody was smart, you could have put $4,000 and bought 2 homes. You know, they had whole houses out there with the AC still on them for $2,000. So I don't know. It's a lot of opportunity out there and everything, but I just wish we can get back to common, decent respect. Money does not supersede respect. And I think a lot of people are getting, over, like that's the same thing I'll be telling Gil. Don't get so overconfident because you're making money. That don't define the man. That's a bonus for the man. That shouldn't define a man. That should be a bonus for a man. But hey, it is what it is. I don't like this conversation right here. And a matter of fact, I'm gonna leave this one where it's at because I don't want to perpetuate these two brothers end up running into each other because I know Kenyon is a serious brother. And let me tell you how the devil works. Let me show you how the devil works. Let me show you what the devil do. Let me show you how the devil works. This is how the devil work, right? Because Gil thought I was going to say something disrespectful to Kenyon. So let me show y'all how the devil work. Gil been trying to find somebody to beat me up for the longest. Let me show y'all how the devil work. This is Gilbert Arenas, y'all. Let's see. Okay, he been deleting a lot of shit. Hold on. Let me make this smaller. All right, this ain't coming over to my. What the hell is going on? What the hell is going on? Let me see if old Gilly Boy erased our conversation. No. It's just the new conversation didn't show up. Hold up. The new conversation that I had with him ain't show up. What the hell going on? It's talking about 1 week ago. I just talked to this boy. So on the computer, it said we ain't talked. We talked a week ago on a computer IG. But on my phone IG, what the hell going on? But my conversation with Chrissy is right here. I don't understand this. That's okay. All right. Let me take a screenshot of this. I don't know why this thing didn't show up. Because he's been deleting shit. I got that screenshot. I got that screenshot. All right. Now let me. Kwame, have you ever called out Gil to like square up anything? Wouldn't you love to know? Wouldn't you want it? Wouldn't that just make your day? To see two men square off, wouldn't it just make your day? You would be so ecstatic, wouldn't you? You'd go home and share it. You'd go home and talk about it. You'd be ecstatic. We can't get 300 doors together. That would be just too much like, right? We got to fight. We got to fight each other, huh? All right, here we go. Let me add this. Oh, I got to delete some of my files. Okay. Delete. So let me show you how the devil works. Sorry it took this long. Whoops, you got a lot of files. I just deleted some more files. What the hell are you talking about? I just deleted 2. Come on, man, stop playing. All right, now let me see now. All right, StreamYard's playing with me. Oh, what the hell going on? There we go. We got one up. So here's the one from Mr. Arenas. So let me read this one from my phone. Let me get the other one up first too, because I'm getting ready to lay it down. My stomach is starting to hurt again. Oh, I don't got to sit up in this chair no. All right, so what Gilbert Arenas is trying to get me to understand is that I'm going to get my ass kicked. Gilbert is trying to do what most weenie dogs do, where They tell me something that somebody said in order to get a reaction out of me, so they can run and go back and tell what I said to that person. And so I said to Gil, I said, what that have to do with you coming at Sino legally, but not the white lady? Are you a plant placed just to lock Negroes up? You didn't have none of your team members back when Anton was talking about them. Was you dropped on your head? This is me just asking them real questions. Was you dropped on your head? He goes, I want to sue him, and Kenyon actually is searching for y'all. He said to tell tall hands on site, no need for words. Gil, I believe nothing you say. And then I put the laughing emoji. And then he go, you want to sue the black man, but not the white lady. They taught you well, boy. And then he come up here texting me again. He go, yeah, I want to see him. It's going to give me joy. So I guess he just want to see Carcino in a courtroom. So I guess he just wants to see Carcino. Carcino done took one or two of his girls. So he want to see Carcino now. He want to just take him to court so he can look at him and look at his eyes and look at his face to see what is it about him to make his girls leave. he want to see what it is about Sino to make his girls leave. I don't know. But and so he said, yes, I want to see him. It's going to give me joy. And Kenyon said, it's on site. You think he addressed y'all just to do it? So now he's saying y'all. You think he addressed y'all just to do it? So here's a true player response. So then I text him. I said, laugh out loud. So you suing for something? You suing Sino for something he didn't say? I watched the full video. So now you want me to believe Kenyon is going to fight me on site because you sold 50% of your company and I don't agree with you. Okay, I believe you not. But can you tell me this? Why would you snitch on Kenyon and tell me that? Same childish behavior, trying to get someone to do something you too big to do. Why don't you grow up and focus on your bag and ownership? That's what I'm focused on. And then I text him again. I said, you must be doing pretty bad on the show if you continuously bringing my name up now. It's too obvious that it's for views, but you claim I need you. Going live now with Kenyon in the title, not your name. People could see I don't need you, fool. You just can't listen to nobody, huh? And then, of course, he sent me two text messages that he took down. So everything he sent me after that, he took down, and he ran like a cur, and he didn't hit the link so he can have a conversation about it. Yeah, it say edited because I said because and not but. So you have to edit out. I said, but now you're telling me on Kenyon because it said BC before because his phone changes things. But if Gilbert shows you his text messages, they say the same thing that these text messages say. You say Candy James say childish on both sides. Well, I have a childlike spirit because I laugh and I joke. So you might confuse my own line, me laughing and joking with somebody, as real life. But I've defined the two for you. I've told you very clearly in real life, though. And so, hey, it is what it is. In real life, I'm a tall, goofy, ashy motherfucker. Sometimes you're going to see me clean as a whistle. Sometimes you're going to see me ashy, not giving a damn, going to Home Depot and every store like that. I don't have a care in the world. And that's just me, you know. So if you're laughing, are you serious? I don't understand. If you want to ask me a question, I'll drop the link because you got to show your face to keep talking to me and asking me that many questions. I don't like people that come up as C and then they got all the questions in the world. If you want to ask me a question, I'll drop the link. Y'all really best friends? Oh, we actually not. I wouldn't hang with somebody like that. I wouldn't hang with somebody that'll let people disrespect their friends. And then now look at what happened. The sound bite is going to be, and by me, people are going to review this video. They're going to review what Anton said. And people are going to know who is Gil's alliance with. Like, every time somebody say something about Kenyon, Gil don't never say nothing. He let one of the guys that worked for Underdog that he brought in disrespect Kenyon like a year or two ago. Kenyon handled like a champ. Dude ain't get beat up. Dude was at Kenyon's place eating food, allegedly. So, yeah. Gil agreed with everything Anton said. When Anton was like, yeah, man, all them other dudes stupid. He was like, he was agreeing with everything he was saying. No, I'm talking to the guy that said that we're both being childish. I'm online playing, but this dude right here, it ain't for you. He said both sides, not just one. No. It ain't no both sides being childish. I didn't never say I was gonna put a pistol to nobody's throat. This is why it'd be hard for me to deal with people because they close their eyes to the truth. They see it right there in front of you. Now here it is that Gilbert Arenas is alleged to be playing cards with Israeli mobsters. And the mob can get people gone. If anything we know about the mob, they can disappear people. Allegedly, I think I snapped. Now, what would give Gilbert Arenas the confidence to talk to me so matter of fact like that? What would give Gilbert Arenas, a guy who already had gun charges or got in trouble for a gun in a locker room, what would give that guy the strength or the stupidness to say pistol to your throat to a former teammate? And then it turns out that he's connected to allegedly a Israeli mob boss that in this whole situation, a female was allegedly unalived in this situation. So there's some unaliving going on. Gilbert Arenas has been alleged to want to know what hotel I was in. Gilbert Arenas comes on video and makes a bold statement and say, we've been looking for Kwame. He been hiding from us. Now, it sounded like the silly, goofy guy just being silly and goofy before. But now that I'm under the federal lawsuit or the federal indictment that's going on with Gilbert Arenas, I no longer take him as a joke. Now that he's attached to Israeli mob bosses and that he sit across and gamble with Israeli mob bosses, and then he throw out threats to a civilian that just so happened to play basketball with him, now I don't look at what he's saying as a joke no more. I look at what he has been saying and trying to do as the same Dulo twist that they've been doing to rappers, they've been doing to any public figure that speak out against the masses for so long. And that's why they keep trying to make everybody think that this between me and Gilbert is beef. That's why every YouTuber keeps saying, this is beef, this is beef. And I keep saying, this ain't no goddamn beef. Why does everybody keep saying that? Why did Eton Thomas and Coach sit down and do an interview at this specific time? And then under one of the titles, it said, Kwame Brown and Gilbert Arenas back and forth has reached a dangerous level. How did it reach a dangerous level? I ain't never seen Gil. All you do is play victim. Well, let me be strong real quick. Hold on, let me be strong. Get you the fuck up out of here. That's not a victim right there. But anyway, I just find it interesting that this never ending is got a hint of violence. Is every time somebody black talk, they always act like it got to be some hint of violence behind it. I'll say fuck anybody, and I'm not worried about no hint of violence becoming behind it. Just come by yourself. If you think you so bad, then be the men that we say we are. Don't go call your bodyguards. Don't go call your friend. Just you come. Yeah, just you come. And then it'll be a fair exchange, no robbery. See, the day has left to where men, and especially it works worse with us, especially us black males, we don't seem to have a disagreement with another man and be able to take care of it on our own. It got to be a whole gang of motherfuckers saying something because two people don't like each other. It got to be a whole gang of people get shot, go to jail because two people don't like each other. This is why I don't. That's why I would never. I never joined a gang because I want to be able to handle my own situation. I want another person to be able to handle their own. I don't want no nigga playing tough and he really a coward. And then now I got to assume all of their issues and all of their problems. Hell no. What you asking for is rare, Kwame. That's bygone these days. Well, then niggas need to shut up then. Because that don't make you manly. You going out rat packing niggas. That don't make you tough. You saying aggressive stuff to people and then hide behind your bodyguards. That don't make that ain't manly. That ain't what you supposed to be doing. I'm not trying to provoke no nigga to do nothing to me. Cause most of these niggas mentally ill anyway. I'm not trying to provoke no nigga to do nothing to me. But at the same time, I give all the smoke that you give to me. But if you don't give me no smoke, I'm just not gonna come out of nowhere and give somebody some smoke. Oh my God, another one. Stop talking about other men at 3 a.m. Stop listening to another man at 3 a.m. Good night. Damn, B. Yeah, like that should be an unwritten rule. I think they should give niggas life sentences that provoke another man like with that type of talk. All this, like Gil, he called me a bitch, right? Me, unprovoked. I think he should have to stand on that, calling me a bitch. When men were men, boys were boys, when boys were boys and men were men, you would have had to stand on calling another man a bitch in front of his peers. You would have had to stand on that. It made for less violence. If that one man come and figure out talking to me like that, and then after I finish putting some heels across his forehead, putting them pumps and the bumps, then we'll get a better understanding that that's not how we communicate as men. But what happens is you take out the correction by not allowing the correction. And then now it gets to a point where it always ends up to gun violence in the street. You put a pack of dogs together, there's going to be some correction as those dogs are coming up. There's going to be correction. You ain't just going to get to come across another male dog and just do what you want. And that's what old boy ain't getting. You got a bunch of males getting online talking to people crazy, and then when they see them in real life, it's, oh, I got a gun. It's like, really? Really? That's the man thing now. I got a gun too, but I don't talk shit to people just because I got a firearm. That is stupid. That don't make sense. But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Oh, what is this right here? But yeah, I'm not gonna play any more of that because I really don't want to see them get into nothing past what was said already, because I think that's crazy. I think that's crazy. Now let's get into Cash Patel calls out Stephen A. Because of course Stephen A need to get his black card back. Stephen A running that same grift, and then now people will forgive him again. Stephen A is good at what he do. He good at tricking people. If you can't really see, he good at tricking you. Stephen A got in trouble for saying some statements about Jasmine Crockett, and boy, the fear of God went down on Stephen A. Boy, I'm talking about, boy, them people came out after Stephen A. So they got a short of Cash Patel responding to Stephen A. Smith. All right, so hold on. I just want to play the short because it get right to the point and will go right at Stephen A. And I think the reason why Stephen A. said this, don't get it twisted, it ain't because he loved the Democrats. It ain't because it's because he done apologized already. He done apologized for saying what he said about Jasmine Crockett. Kwame, did you see Kevin McHale crying on EBT? Yeah, I talked about it already. But if Stephen A. is going to become the president, it's going to be difficult to get the black vote, in my opinion. He only need a small portion of the black vote. That's why he keeps playing both sides. He'll let white folks know that we need you, and he's not playing the side of black folks. He don't really need black folks to win like that. He needs the white liberal. If he loses the white liberal, then he'll lose everybody. So he'll talk bad about Trump, and then he'll come back and say something that will make the white liberal woman stay on his side. Because if he lose them, he lose everybody. The white liberal woman gonna be able to trick everybody else into thinking that everything that they say is right. So they're gonna cry racism. They're gonna cry about a current event. They're gonna cry about something that make people feel like victims. So that's why Stephen A. always flip-flop. He'll go 1 minute and talk crazy about the Democratic Party because he know there's a big base on the other side. Then he'll come back and say something about Jasmine Crockett. Well, the 13% may be a lie, may not be a lie, because people don't fill out the census. But a large portion of our people can't vote. A large portion of men are in prison. A large portion of our men are being unalive. So let's see what Cash Patel had to say.
Smith, the sports commentator, suggested that this was revenge from the president for all the kind of left-wing activism of the NBA. Your response to that, 15 seconds.
I'm the FBI director. I decide which arrests to conduct and which not to conduct. That may be the single dumbest thing I've ever heard out of anyone in modern history, and I live most of my time in Washington, D.C. It's right up there with Adam Schiff. We arrest people for crimes.
Stephen A. Smith, the sports commentator, suggested that this was...
Stephen A. Smith, that was stupid. They arrest people for crimes. But again, the black card comes out flying. Letitia James, she's getting arrested for something that she's getting charged for something that she allegedly did. And what do? They bring out the black card. So that black card is just that proverbial card that's just gonna get brought up anytime in the behavior not want to be spoke about. You bring up the black card. When they talk about the other race or any other person, they'll bring up what that person did, unless it's on First Take, and Stephen A will say that person is my friend. That's the only time you hear something different. That's the only time. Republicans sin, everyone's sin. You can't fight, you just big. You in here talking about fighting at 3 o'clock in the morning. Okay. Y'all done woke Chrissy O up. Chrissy. It's Chrissy O's birthday tonight. She probably turned up, drunk up. I don't know. Chrissy O, hit the link and tell her and show everybody. Nah, you can't show everybody on this channel. Yeah, we don't want you to hit the link and show people your little gown and stuff. Mm-mm. You might have a slip and I get flagged. Mm-mm. Yeah, it's supposed to be Chrissy's old birthday today. They getting into it in the chat. Oh yeah, I gotta cover Wimbyama. Man, goodness gracious. I gotta break down his game, which they gonna copyright me for. But I'm so glad he stopped shooting all them damn threes and just shooting threes. Well, if that's what you feel, then that's what you feel. What do you do? Everybody come give their opinion. You just repeat what he say, but in a, what? But in a crude and bumpkin manner, M laugh out loud. We're all going over the same news and the same content, sir. Brandon Tatum is a former police officer, so he's going to have a little discretion on what he says. And he's a Christian man. I'm a Christian man, but I believe God has a sense of humor. He created Dave Chappelle, who curses all the time. He gave us the Chappelle show, and I don't think he's going to hell for it. So my sense of humor allows me to curse. Am I saying that that's something that you should do or anybody else should do? No. But I give my commentary with a little satire to it and a little honesty and realness, because being on the other side of law enforcement for my young adult life, which had nothing really to do with me. And most people won't say that because they got to be real. But it is what it is. Yeah, but you should get a page, man. Show me how it's done. You feel me? I can only talk about, my upbringing allows me to speak the way I speak. And, it is what it is. Good dude, just a cusser. That's all. G Money, salute to you. G Money, we got our boo Chrissy O up in here. She ain't in the mother niggas chat. 3 o'clock in the morning, we got Chrissy up. 3 in the morning. Look at Chrissy. She ready to hit the link. Chrissy, I'm about to go to bed. And this ain't the right channel. You might be a little lifted tonight. I'm finna go to bed. And it said David versus God's favorite. Let me see. David versus God. David slept with his friend's wife and got her pregnant and sent her husband to go get marked on the first line. Yeah, David was a bad boy. He lusted after somebody else's wife. I think all of God's friends he had around him, he wrote the commandments, he wrote the laws based on what they did. Hey, look here, oh shit. Don't be lusting after nobody's wife, because he saw what David did. Now, let me stop. I don't know this to be true. Don't have the Bible people come after me now. Yeah, don't have the Bible thumpers come after me now. Oh, it's only 12:30. Where you at? Dang. I wish it was 12:31, man. I'm dead tired. That nigga said, Chrissy, how old you is? 50? That's crazy. He said, Cito thinks Jordan lied about the foul shots. You clown. Dang. Oh, no. No. Come on, dog. It's Chrissy's old birthday, man. Why you want to do her like that, man? Man, y'all crazy in this chat, man. All right, Cino responded. Cino said, Jordan lied about the last time. Excuse me. Jordan lied about the last time he played, fool. Do you think Shams worked for LeBron? I don't think anybody works for LeBron. I think everybody, majority of the sports writers that you see, they're somehow connected to Clutch Sports, which some will say is LeBron, but technically it is not LeBron. So we got to say things in the right way. He said your upbringing and your media training must stay with you. Chrissy O might be a sham. Jesus. Y'all mean, man. But y'all have a blessed night, man. I'm up out of this thing. I'm about to lay it down. Gone.